And so, welcome everybody. It is top of the hour, wherever you are. Welcome to everyone who is here on Zoom, and those of you on the Bet Aleph app, on YouTube, Facebook, and our other channels. Everyone is very welcome. We're delighted to have everyone here. And today we're going to focus on the first foundation of mindfulness, the mindfulness of body, here on Shabbat coming up. You see the blue synagogue from Tzfat behind me, photograph courtesy of Jan, thank you. And we're going to take a very different approach to our meditation. All meditation depends on or starts with a reference point, a point of reference that we can use as an anchor. Because we notice our minds are a little jumpy. Our thinking process jumps around. So we need an anchor, and sometimes that is our breath. Sometimes that is a visual object. But today I'm going to propose our very own body, our physical being, as our reference point that we can keep coming back to. So that's your preview. But to begin, as always, feel free to join me in a threefold Shalom chant after the gong has been sounded 3 times. Shalom. 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 And so, using our physical body, our physical presence as a reference point, it's a very interesting thing to do. We all have a slightly skewed ideas about our body. Many of us are not satisfied with our body in one way or another. We tend to distort our perception of our body. It's quite fat here. It's quite messed up there. We exaggerate. We exaggerate our knowledge of our body. We don't really know it as it is. And so it is good to go through our body just simply, simple perception of our body without distorting it, without judging it, without trying to change it. So I propose today we do a simple body scan starting from our feet and going up to the crown of our head. Just feeling each part of our body very simply, very straightforwardly, as it is. No need to exaggerate or downplay who we are and what we are. And that includes our physical being. So I invite you to take a good posture as you're sitting. We'll begin our scan at the bottom of our feet. Just by saying that, we draw our attention to the feet, our feet on the floor. We can feel the bottom of our feet. We feel that heel and that ball of the foot may be where our leg is resting on. Maybe we identify our toes, our arch of our foot. And then we bring our attention to the top of our foot, the rounded top that extends towards the toes. So a whole area there. When was the last time we paid attention to that? Sometimes we are so busy with our thoughts and feelings, we ignore our body, our own physical being. We disregard, not in touch, not in tune. So now we've paid attention to our feet, the bottom of our feet, the top of our feet, and then the ankles with those two round protuberances on each side, the inner side of the ankle and the outer side of the ankle. We're getting detailed here, really learning something, paying attention, and not glossing over anything. And then above our ankles, it's the beginning of our calves and shins, that lower part of our leg. We can kind of feel up from the lower part of our calf and feel up. We can trace that to the top of our calf, that rounded muscle in the back. Back of our lower leg. So now we have awareness of our feet, our ankles, our calves. Then comes our knees, our precious knees. We certainly depend on them a lot. As time goes on, they seem to get creaky. But right now we can just bring our attention to our knees just the way they are. We're not making a lot of demand on them right now. Still, they may pain us even when we sit. And that is the way it is right now. And then from our knees, we have the back of our upper legs, the hamstrings. We're sitting on them, or they are on the chair, we could say better. Kind of feel them with the chair underneath, the sofa cushion, whatever we're sitting on. And then we have our bottom with our sits bones, as they're commonly called these days. Maybe we shift slightly as we pay attention to that region, that area that's supporting us. Very important. And then the glutes behind us. Not much to experience there, perhaps. On top of that is our lower back. Lower back, spine, arising from the hip area, spine coming up with muscles on both sides. We can sort of feel our way up from the low back to the mid back. If we're leaning back on our chair, we can feel that supported area. And then arising from that, the upper back and our shoulders. Letting our shoulders relax. Perhaps taking a breath, breathe into our shoulders, let them lower away from our ears. And then there is the back of our neck. A very important function of keeping our head up. So we've activated our awareness of the back side of our body, foot to head, all the way up to the back of our skull, back of our head, atop our neck. There's something back there. We don't see it very often in the mirror, but it's there. Maybe when we get our hair cut, our hair done, maybe the back of our head is touched by the hair person. We have a moment of consciousness in that region of our body. And so we go down the front of our body from head to toe, starting with our crown, our top of our head. Seems very hard to feel. But if we focus, there's some perhaps vague awareness up there. And then coming forward to our forehead, the forward part of our head, Try to let that relax a bit. Relax the forehead. Feel it relaxing, lowering down. And our eyes. If we're able, we can relax our eyes. Just let them sit where they are without doing anything. Let that area relax. And then our nose seems very immobile, hard to relax, but maybe we could relax our nose. And then the all important jaw. Relax our jaw. Swing it one side to the other briefly. So we've relaxed our face. We've felt the components. Very important. Very important real estate. The face, then the front of the neck. Front of the neck, where we swallow, where we speak. Upper chest. It rises and falls as we breathe. And then the lower belly. Try and relax the belly. Belly. The hips. Relaxing the hips. And then our quads, our upper muscles of the upper part of our leg. Maybe our hands are resting on them. Feel that. Feel the front of the knees. And then our shins. Coming back to our top of our feet and the bottom of our feet. So we've gone round in a circle. We've sealed our body or paid attention to the entire thing. We've been mindful of our body. And so as we enter into a silent meditation, when we recognize we've been carried away by our thoughts, we can gently come back to the sense of the body. Our anchor point can be our physical body. Later on, this can help us in the rest of the day, but right now, let us just sit and meditate and come back to ourselves when we recognize we've been carried away into our thinking process. Come back gently, without judgment. We have our physical presence here to anchor us. and perhaps you have a sense of solidity of your body, the physicality of it that is not typical. Use that as a reference point. Keep coming back. And so we gently return from our meditation on our body, taking a deep breath or two, or taking a stretch or two as we prepare to re-enter a daily life. And I invite you to join me to seal this practice with a threefold Shalom chant after the gong. Shalom. 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 Hoda ani.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
And yes,
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Alan.
You're very
See you Monday.
See you Monday.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
Leonie, Shabbat Shalom.